Yes, welcome to Post Game Live. Speak on the podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike. Decided to switch it up tonight. Let you actually see my face while the intro plays. But I am here after another. Actually, gotta say, another good game in these NBA Finals. It has been a good series. You see it on the ticker there. Thunder have tied it up, shown some grit tonight. 111 to 104. This series is now tied at 2. Heading back to OKC Monday night for a pivotal game 5, where I think we will probably find out who's going to win this title on Monday. But we're here to talk about it, have some fun. As you know, it's after midnight. Post Game Live After Dark is here. If you was with us Wednesday, you know that this could be a fun night. Could be a fun night. But as always, running the three-man weave. I am your host, Big Mike. Can't do it alone. I've got the Mad Producer Podcast Poppy in the building.
Ain't nothing like starting a post game live after midnight.
Thank you,
know what's
NBA.
pop up.
Thank you, NBA.
I don't understand how a game that starts at 8:30
finishes at 11.
Ends at 11:40 something. I don't get that. But here we are. Do-Rag Dilly's in the building.
And we are not alone. Three-man weave. I know usually when we run the three-man weave, it's Anthony, but Anthony is out here hitting the slopes. If you joined us on Wednesday, you know what that means. So Breezy is here to start the show, ready to go.
Breezy is here. Yeah. Shut your ass up. I heard you talking shit before I got in there.
Salty.
I ain't got
salty.
I hate frauds. Salty. And Mike is a fraud, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, and I'm pulling off the curtain for everybody to know that Mike is a fraud. I walk in here, and he's talking about something. He can't figure it out. And now Poppy, he's talking about something. Well, he's here. Let's go. And this is just how to start the pod because I caught him talking crap. Shut your ass up.
It has been the same link to come in here for 2 weeks.
That don't change you talking behind my back.
Oh, I'd say it to your face. Figure it out.
You was talking behind my back and then try to start the pod when I pop in.
It's 12:30.
Fight.
You got some nerve about talking about time, Mr. I can't get on the pod until after midnight and the game end at 11.
The game definitely ended at like
11:40.
Yeah, the game definitely.
Dylan,
how long, been a half an hour.
Dylan, how long we normally gotta wait for Mike when the game?
Oh
ends?
Yeah, Mike. Even tonight, Mike and I were in here together watching the rest of Dallas Wings game before we fucking got in here.
Like we were ready. Me and Dylan were just watching.
You got some nerve to talk about when we collectively wait for you at the end of
very true. That is also very true. We're airing. This has turned it from post game live to the airing of grievance pod. Welcome everybody. T Severe's here in the chat to watch us do it.
That's the energy I'm on. No, I don't let nothing slide. Nobody talk behind my back and then try to start a pod. I'm sorry. I don't let it go. I ain't letting it slide.
Meanwhile, you were the last one here.
I don't care. I don't.
I
don't care.
You were the last one here.
I don't care. You think because one time it happened, the rabbit got the gun? No, that ain't how it worked. That ain't how it worked.
That's actually how it happens.
No, it ain't.
But nevertheless, you're absolutely right. It is now in the vocabulary of this pod forever now. Forever.
It's in the lexicon.
Forever.
It has made it. It was in the chat today.
It was in the chat today. It was in the chat. It is here. I don't think so. I don't.
It's crazy that that is said.
and that it's understood. It's
crazy that is said. It's like he has been in the group chat.
It's like he has been here with us this whole time. But no, he will not be here. I don't think. You never know. But I don't think so.
We need to start inviting the random chats to the pod.
He just followed us on Instagram, so he'll be getting invites sooner than later.
Yes. He got the follow back too.
His profile have a picture?
Yeah, we had to dig for it. We can confirm that he is nor Anthony or Roz.
Oh, okay.
So that has been confirmed.
But still.
No word on Chang yet.
No, not
Chang
yet.
crawled right back into the hole that he crawled out of and has never returned from. It's upsetting.
Same hole his mom lives in.
Yeah, thank you.
I was waiting for Dylan. You threw it up there, Breezy. I was waiting for him to slam dunk it. He didn't. So
no, I was gonna run right back around to it. James got me because I was gonna be like, yeah, he ran back to the hole it came out of. His mom's, and then just gone from there. But we appreciate it.
So
fuck Chang. I hope you come back though.
But let's talk about it. What a game tonight. I alluded to it. Thunder 111, Pacers 104. Good game. Good game tonight. Pacers I was sitting here just watching, and the game gave me Knicks Pacers game 4 vibes, where the Thunder were kind of hanging around, just like the Knicks kind of were hanging around, but the Pacers were just scoring. So it just didn't feel, I didn't get a good feel for this game pace-wise until the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, what I thought was going to happen in this series finally happened in this series. The Thunder slowed them down, and their defense is better than the Pacers' defense. And Indiana, I just don't believe in Indiana's half-court offense, because as much, Dylan, as you would get on us about Brunson or die, I really feel like Indiana's half-court offense is Halliburton, Siakam pick and roll, and die. Everybody else just stand there and watch. And let's hope something good happens.
There was a point in the fourth quarter, I think with like 6 minutes left, where they let Nembhard do something, and he does well. He's a great shot creator in the mid-range, and they nearly don't give him as many opportunities as he should be.
Probably
especially, huh?
I was saying as he probably should get.
He should get more shot attempts, like for him just taking somebody off the dribble than he does, because he's good at it. And when given the opportunity, it was great. And then he didn't really get another opportunity to create for himself again in the game, especially when it's like, hey, you're doing a great job defensively all fucking game, making life difficult, and you're not being rewarded. It's the same thing as rewarding the big man for running the floor. Reward the guy playing defense with a couple opportunities.
And also, we want to talk coaching. We were screaming this till we were blue in the face last series with the Knicks. As soon as they took Mitchell Robinson out the game, the Pacers started getting offensive rebounds like crazy. Why would you go small with them? Tonight, the Thunder said, no, we're going to stay big.
Double big.
We're going to stay big.
Because last game they went small, and Chet was the starting center, and then Hartenstein came off the bench.
Tonight, they went double big, and it worked. Like, the Pacers could not get an offensive rebound couldn't get a defensive rebound, to save their life. The Pacers, they were getting mauled on the glass.
They didn't have a single player with double-digit rebounds all game.
Mauled on the
Meanwhile,
glass.
Chet, 15. 15 rebounds tonight. Granted, he didn't have the best offensive game. He didn't. He had a hard time today.
Yeah, if
it wasn't for Caruso bailing Chet Holmgren out for most of this game, they lose this game. They're down.
Caruso 3-1. Bailed them out. He
bailed them out game one or game. Was it? Yeah, game 1, 2.
Well,
game
he was a menace. Great. They lost, but he was a menace in game 1. He was a menace in game 1. Game 2, he kind of bailed them out, and I thought tonight he bailed them out. Like, until SGA and J-Dub got going, Caruso hit as much as I hate him, he made a very good point tonight. Richard Jefferson made a good point that every shot Caruso made felt weighted, felt heavy. Every time he did something or scored, it just felt body punch.
And it started early because he had in the second quarter, I'm trying to remember because I was driving from fucking Danbury, and I was watching the game as I was driving. Don't police didn't hear that. And he got an offensive tip that was like he was just the right place, the right time where somebody tipped the ball, and he just ran to go get it. Fucking nice little Euro left-handed float off the glass, and that even Doris Burke was like, "Did he just finish that left-handed?" I was like, yes. He did. Yes. And I want to go back to giving myself a pat on the back here. The reason I picked the Thunder to be in the finals before the season started was because of him and Hartenstein.
Me too. It's the exact reason I picked him to win the title.
And he shows how valuable that one guy can always be. He's not the superstar, but he's the role player who does all the nasty shit you need.
And does it well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, look who it is.
Took a break from hitting the slopes today, huh? Check pop in and say hello.
Slopes must be dry tonight. Slopes must be. Miles Turner did not have a good game, but I don't think that's why they lost.
It could be because they missed 9 free throws.
Make your free throws, kids.
And make your free throws. Dominated on the boards.
Are we going to talk about it? Are we going to talk about it?
What are we talking about?
The superstar.
Who, Halliburton?
Yeah. I mean, he had 18 points. 7 assists, but I
mean, if we're
he had that beautiful reverse layup though in the first half, I think, or maybe it was the third quarter. That reverse layup was crazy. I don't know how he made that, but you know.
It's fitting because Mathurin in the Knicks series seemed like every game he was getting better. And then he had the one game, I think like game 5, where he kind of shat the bed. Or no, one of the games where he shat the bed. One of the games where he kind of shat the bed and then bounced back.
Game 3, I think he was just god awful.
He does it. It's like every time he has like a really good game, he follows it up with a fucking stinker.
Because he was terrible tonight.
He was not good today. And then he missed free throws at the end of the game.
Then the missed free throws was just, get him off the floor. Get him off when Neesmith fouled out and they brought him. I'm not going to lie. I was looking for Obi Toppin. I was like, he didn't bring Toppin back in. He brought Mathurin in the game. And I was like,
Obi Toppin, who's been amazing this entire series.
Obi had a night tonight.
Obi had himself a night tonight. He's having himself a great series after having a not good series against the Knicks, but had a good 2 games in that series. He's been great this entire series.
He had him a night tonight. But that's what I thought that's who he was going to bring in when Neesmith fouled out, and when Mathurin came in the game, I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're going size, but then I was like, Toppin's bigger than him. I don't know. I didn't understand that move. If we're going to criticize, we're going to praise Rick Carlisle and call him a great coach and blah, blah, blah. I didn't understand that move because Toppin clearly was having a great game. And then Mathurin promptly came in and missed 3 straight free throws. Iced it. I mean, yeah, Halliburton did not 18, as James loves to say, he had 18 points. He had 7 assists. Boy, did he get quiet in the fourth quarter. He get quiet in that fourth.
They did. SGA did a great job guarding him in the few possessions he got in the fourth quarter.
And they were hunting him.
And he's not a slouch on defense, but you'd rather hunt him than
Lu Dort. Because Lu Dort, I've been saying it. What are we in game 4 now? He has Halliburton in hell. That's why I was getting Halliburton's playing good in this series. He is not. Lu Dort has him in hell. He is actively trying to get switches off of Lu Dort every time down the court because he can't do anything when Lu Dort is in front of him. Nothing.
it came to the point where they were hunting SGA until they were like, we can't hunt him anymore. Get him off. Get him off.
Where's Holmgren?
The problem is Chet Holmgren was looking like a fucking baby deer guarding on the fucking perimeter tonight.
He lucky that he missed some shots because
Tyrese Halliburton had him in hell. He was looking like Bambi out there guarding these motherfuckers,
slipping and sliding and falling and diving and just, oh my god,
he is so lucky they were missing.
And I think we're going to see more of that in Game 5.
He was getting cooked.
I think we're going to see Halliburton versus Chet in Game 5 a lot because he missed, but I'm sure Halliburton's going to look at that film and be like, "Oh no, I was just missing. I can take him. Feed him to me. Feed him."
The thing is, Halliburton's got to be aggressive. He's got to be aggressive on the offensive side. I forgot what stat I saw like in the Knick game. But if he misses his first shot...
Oh, I saw that stat. Yeah. Since I've seen that stat, I've been actively watching and waiting for it, and it's true. Except, well, actually, tonight was not, because he hit his first shot tonight. And when he hit his first shot tonight, I was like, oh, shit.
He becomes significantly more passive in the game where he misses his first shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be very... I've been like trying to pay attention to it too. I couldn't really do it today because I missed the first quarter. But like I've been paying attention to every game. I'm like, man, this is such a weird...
It falls true every time.
Too. It's such a weird like situation that's a real thing.
He's got to do better than that.
I don't understand it. But hey, when you're as good as a facilitator as Halliburton is, I guess you can get away with that shit. Especially when it's like, okay, you also normally are like the closer. So it's like, cool, you fuck around, you get these assists, you become a little more passive, and then you go and take your opportunities when they present themselves in the big moments. Didn't happen tonight. Didn't happen tonight. And what? SGA got a block on the 3-point line. They were putting Halliburton in hell because he was just trying to get step back threes. And he wasn't trying to drive really at all.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And I was like, I know I watch basketball, I watch ball. I know he can do more things, but he looks like it got predictable. Like
I think he was scared of the Chet help defense.
Maybe.
Because Chet as a rim protector is horrifying.
Nasty.
He's horrifying.
His arms are like 12 feet long.
Yeah. He's a hell of a shot blocker. And I understand as somebody who is shorter than most people that are not most people. I'm average height. Let's stop that. But when it comes to basketball, I'm short.
Are you?
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Have we seen the team picture? Don't make me pull the team picture.
I'm 5'9". Fuck you. I'm sorry, I'm not fucking 6'3".
I mean,
Spanish people aren't tall.
James is about 6'4". I'm about 6'2". Anthony's about 6'9".
Anthony's like 6'5". Swears to God he's 5'11".
All hyperbole, by the way. Anthony's the tallest one.
Anthony legit thinks he's like 6'1", though.
And he's definitely like a good 6'4". He's definitely a good 6'4". But
yeah, no, I'm 5'9". I know what it's like to take the ball up against people who are bigger than me. Horrifying situations. Horrifying. You have to figure it out, though. Can't let that happen. Got to find your ways. He has a great float game.
Oh, Lord. Here he comes with the nonsense.
You are not 6'1".
James is 6'1".
If you're 6'1", I'm 5'3".
James is 6'1". What are we doing?
Look how quick Mike switched to the truth.
I mean, it doesn't matter how tall you are, it's how tall I am. And you are taller than me.
Anthony, come over. I will get the tape measure out. We'll do it old school. And then he'll tell me my tape measure is wrong. Anthony last went to the doctor when he was like 16. That's got to be the only thing. That's got to be the only reason. He says he's 6'1".
that was the last time he was 6'1".
You're not beating the allegations.
Anthony's switching from account to account.
Yo, it's crazy. Yo.
To argue crazy. Height in the chats.
Yo, that's insane.
Oh man, Anthony, a wild boy for that. Breezy, I saw you about to say something about the game. What was your thoughts on it?
I honestly don't have many thoughts, or if any, because I didn't watch 1 second.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I was out at the karaoke. Sorry.
That's exactly what it is.
Hell yeah.
But I was following the scorecast. I didn't see who scored what or when they scored or anything like that. I just kept on popping in to see what the score was. And I saw that the Pacers basically had the lead for the majority of the game. And then I saw the fourth quarter and I was just like, what the hell's going on? This game is super close. And then when I popped in, I got a tweet from like Hoops or something like that, and they were talking about Shea, and I looked at it and Shea was going off and at the end towards the fourth, and I was like, wow.
There was a point where the Pacers were up like 10. 8 in the, like they were up 10, but they were it was like 8 or 6, and I was like, man, the Pacers are like firmly in control of this game. Like I may have to sit here and really eat crow on the Pacers, like being up 3-1, like that's wild. And then OKC just got to the free throw line. It wasn't even just Shea; it was everybody was just getting to the free throw line.
But I thought that's where it turned for SGA.
Yeah,
he got to the free throw line. There was like a sequence. I'll pull up. There was like a sequence where he got like 3 or 4 free throws back to back, and from that moment, the jumpers just started going. And when he hit that 3,
they start to back off.
Yeah, and when he hit that 3, when SGA hit that 3, I knew the Pacers were in trouble.
Yep,
I knew they was in trouble. When he did a step back 3, I was like, uh-oh.
Who ref tonight?
Scott Foster.
Your favorite. Your
favorite.
Your favorite.
No, when we were in the pre-production, I stumbled upon the video of Gil and them watching the game. 2 minutes in the game, Gilbert's wearing his Pacers jersey. He goes, wait, that's Scott Foster? Took his Pacers jersey off and put the Thunder jersey on.
Instantly.
Scott Foster, he's also not beating the allegations.
No. And
I also don't think he's trying to either.
Yeah, Scott Foster very much gives I don't give a fuck vibes. Like, I got my money, I got my pension, I don't care.
Granted, Scott, they did the 2 technical fouls that they gave out tonight are much better than the one that was not given out last game. And shout out to him for Scott Foster for being like technical fouls.
Well, it was getting chippy.
It was.
It was getting chippy.
I don't understand how they gave double text to Hartenstein and Obi Toppin on that first one.
On that flagrant, I didn't understand that.
Where either. Hartenstein literally just walked over to be like, hey, what's going on? And Obi said, fuck you. I don't understand how you gave anything to Hartenstein.
I don't know what else he could have done, what else he did, but did you think that was a flagrant? Because on the broadcast, I don't know if you saw it, they just did not think that was a flagrant.
They did not think it at all.
I thought it was a flagrant every time they
dropped the shoulder on it before even trying to do anything.
Like, that's a flagrant every time. And oddly enough, I didn't really think the Lou Dort one was either. I didn't think the Lou Dort one was, but I was like, I can see it. He definitely hit him. He definitely whacked him in the head pretty well. But my thought process was that the foul, I didn't realize until after they said it, that the foul was on Lou Dort, because I was like, Caruso fouled him. So it should just negate what Lou Dort did. But
it's not the 90s, Mike.
They said they just called it on Lou Dort, so flagrant it is. So
I was driving when that first tackle happened, but I was able to peek at it. I was like, Obi dropped his shoulder. Like, he definitely used the hit stick on him. And
that was not a basketball play.
No. I'm surprised that they were consistent. That's more so where I'm at. Because again, Scott Foster, I could have easily saw the Thunder one isn't one.
I didn't think it was one, but I also think he called it because, like I said, at that moment it's a little chippy, and let's reel it in.
And it's not even it was chippy. It was Obi Toppin was chippy. Obi Toppin was hot.
Obi was fired up.
He was trying to swing on whoever.
And to his credit, he played
great,
very well after that. He was like, "Heard you. Let's play ball then." So, good game though. Good game. Mathurin stinks tonight. Shout out to J-Dub finally realizing, oh, they can't stay in front of me. They can't stay in front of me.
I'm quicker, faster, stronger than everybody on the court.
I'm just going to go to the hole every single time. Let me know when you do something about it. I thought them having time. It is. I thought them having him bring the ball up was also smart because the Pacers oddly do this thing. They play full court press, but like they only play full court press on the star player. Like if you notice, like when Caruso gets the ball or when J-Dub gets the ball, they just back off. SGA gets the ball, 94 feet.
Well, because they got to take him out of his rhythm.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm just like, their full court press ain't really all that. Like it's not. Well, it's tiring because they keep doing it over and over again, and most teams give the ball to their best players to bring it up.
To make them take what you're giving. So we're gonna let Caruso be the one who beats us. Who's not gonna beat us is that guy. Can't do it. We're not gonna let that happen. You're gonna have to work to make that happen. And Nembhard and all these other guys have been making him work. They've had to set 1 million off-ball screens to try to free him up to even get the pass. To even work. Take SGA out of his rhythm. Don't let him come in and just start his timing to where he starts playing within the pocket. And he's like, okay, I'm feeling myself. I can pull up. I can do this. Oh, I'm at the free throw line. I just saw the free throws go in. I think everything's going to go in now. Like, get him off the rhythm. And the fact that he really didn't get to the free throw line until the fourth quarter is crazy.
Because it's not like they weren't fouling.
Nembhard was doing such a good job on the little unethical ball hoop things that SGA does. Of just like not falling for the pump fakes and doing that. Also,
stay on your feet.
Him and Nembhard playing together since they were children.
Yeah. Stay on your feet.
You pick up.
Just stay on your feet. It's not hard. Just stay on your feet.
Mm-hmm. And then it just crumbled. It just fell apart in the fourth quarter.
Well, what happened was Nesmith. He got Nesmith, and he was like, "Oh, you're like ultra aggressive. Okay, let's play." Because like. I know you in particular think he's a foul merchant, but you could not have watched that game tonight and thought that Nemsmith was not fouling him every time.
Oh no, he was.
He was fouling him every time down the court.
He was. It doesn't change the fact that SGA, like, he is a free throw merchant, but he's still also very skilled at the game of basketball. He's very skilled. He's absolutely he shot 10 free throws tonight.
There's a lot of people that that was free throws at the end of the game and
10 free throws.
Right. But there's a lot of people you could call free throw merchant then.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how you play, right?
Legends you could call free throw.
Depends on how you play the game. Free throw merchant in the unethical hoop way. The SGA comes from the school of unethical hoops. Does he not?
The James Harden.
The James Harden school of unethical hoops, yes. He's not like he's fucking cum laude of the university.
He is not James Harden.
No, James Harden is the dean the professor. He's
chancellor,
judge, everything. Jury, executioner. He runs that school. Not anymore, but
don't let Mike deflect. He's trying to deflect on how bad SGA actually is.
SGA and Jalen Brunson also goes to that school too.
He does. He's bad too.
He goes to that school.
I think that y'all are grossly overstating it. Because SGA does not go to the free throw line as much as y'all think.
He goes to the free throw line as much as I think.
But again, if that's what your standard is, that's fine. But there are a lot of other people.
I don't want to say
go to the free throw line more than him.
There are
call free throw merchants.
There are, because their style of play is different. Like Giannis. Giannis goes to the free throw line more than SGA does. How does Giannis go to the free throw line?
Think Giannis looks for fouls?
No, I think Giannis is just too big and strong, and they have to foul him.
I think Giannis looks for fouls for sure.
Giannis also does a lot of the fouling that doesn't get called.
Yeah. Listen, as much as I critique SGA and his predecessors, I think that there are also people that are just as bad or even more egregious than SGA, but Correct. It doesn't take away from the fact that he is a free throw merchant. And I want to be hyper focused on that we're not taking away the fact that he's a free throw merchant, because I think that's what's happening here. Keep that focus there. He's a free throw merchant.
I'm getting sick of this guy and this take in particular.
It's true, Dylan.
Not this one. No, sorry, this.
He was.
This one. I clicked it before T. Severe did it. This is nonsense. This man shot fucking 11 free throws a game. Scored 35 on 11 free throws a game, where guys were holding their hands behind their backs.
Because Anthony, and just like Mike, wants to talk about the skill of being a free throw merchant.
Is that your point? Okay.
James Harden literally would tween, and if you had handout, was grabbing your wrist and was getting to the foul line.
Yeah, and they appreciate it because they call it a skill.
It's not a skill. That's just bullshit.
With James Harden,
this is bullshit.
2018 James Harden was a disgusting watch. Disgusting watch.
It's nasty. It's not even like you can't take away, but like I broke this down in the chat. He did 3 things, right? He did his right leg forward, tween. And he was going to, depending on how you guarded him, if you pressed forward, he was going to cut in front of you, lay. He was going, if you step back, tween, step back 3. Or if you stayed put and you had your hand there, he was driving, hooking your arm, and getting to the free throw line.
Or
that's all he did.
If you were directly in front of him with your hand out, ripped her.
That's all he did.
Now, what made him lethal was that step back was cash. The step back was cash. So it made it difficult because that step back was nasty.
The single most unethical basketball player from the offensive side I've ever seen in my life is 2018 James Harden.
But that tween, that dribble.
And Jordan was absolutely a free throw merchant too.
Okay, so let's just keep the energy the same.
It is. I'm not opposed to it. Guess what, Mike? Jordan also missed jump shots. He didn't make every shot he took, despite what people believe.
That's all I'm saying. Let's just keep it.
And Jordan was winning before Scotty got there too. That's all that happened.
Was he?
No, he wasn't fucking not.
Okay.
Hyperbole.
Okay. That's what?
Because Jordan missed shots. People don't believe he missed shots.
He's God though, Dylan.
They lost that game. I think they got swept. That series.
Skip Bayless always says. Larry Bird called him God.
He was God in tennis shoes. That's what Skip Bayless says. And I think he got swept that series.
He lost that game.
Swept that series.
But hey. Oh, here we go. Yeah,
he's never Anthony's bat.
I would say that you're never gonna beat the allegations.
That you've been in the group chat before. Maybe he's the guy who hacked Anthony's old IG account. That got in. Because that is Anthony's bat signal right there. White woman, Uggs, drinking a pumpkin spice latte. Anthony, well, you got Anthony a chokehold. Chokehold.
Throwing all the money away at that.
Got the Samoa Joe Kokita clutch. That's the type of hold that Anthony in when you see that.
Damn. But yeah, so that's fine. And what a shock. We switched accounts to the key to that series.
What rules we playing?
And how, and this is gonna sound crazy. The X factor to that series is how good is Luke Longley? Is he a menace because that Warriors team has no one his size that can play? So is Luke Longley punishing them, or is he ran off?
You think court? Jordan would let Luke Longley do that?
Rebound, you know what I mean? Rebound, like Mitchell Robinson, like just everywhere, just causing havoc. Rebounds, block, just so. Or is Luke ran off the floor because Steph has him in hell?
The problem is it's absolutely the rule set you play under, because the 96 team didn't have to play against zone defense. If you didn't fully commit to the double team, you couldn't play in between. That was illegal defense.
That illegal defense rule was diabolical. I'm so glad they got rid of it.
If you play in the modern rules that the Warriors are playing in, the Bulls, I think, are
they don't shoot enough. They can't. They don't have enough shooters. I mean, they have a couple guys. They
don't shoot at the clip.
They don't.
Even in the 96 rules, Steph and Clay would have them in hell because of the clip they shoot at, and the line is closer.
They'd have to drag them in the mud, in the concrete.
The line is closer, and they'd still be shooting from 35. And they're not going to guard them out there.
So, Clay is the one that's going to have them in hell because Jordan can't guard everybody. Pippen, because Jordan is probably guarding Steph, because when they played the Pacers, Mike chased Reggie around for most of the game. So I would assume Mike is going to chase Steph, and they'll have Ron Harper chase him around for a little while. Scottie Pippen ain't chasing Klay Thompson around.
Well, Scottie Pippen's got to guard Kevin Durant.
Checkmate. Warriors in 5.
That's the thing. Got to guard Kevin Durant.
Warriors in 5. I completely forgot about Kevin Durant. Warriors in 5. Warriors in 5. Michael scores 60 in one of those games and win. Warriors in 5. Warriors in 5.
They run the fucking the death lineup of Steph, Clay, Iggy, KD, Draymond, 5 out.
Because making Rodman chase Iggy around is also hell. Like, Warriors in 5. That's what I said. If they can figure out a way to keep Luke Longley on the floor where he can create problems, they got a chance. But
Luke Longley ain't never seen an offense like that.
That's what I said. I don't think
nobody
Steph is going to have him in hell.
Time period saw an offense like that.
Steph is going to have him in hell.
Luke Longley has never had to guard anybody on the perimeter. He'd throw up.
Luke Longley would get punched in the face by Jordan on the sideline.
Because Mike is getting mad at whoever is guarding Kevin Durant. Mike's punching in the face.
Pippen, Rodman, Harper can all be
Harper's a great defensive player.
Hall of Fame defensive players. Good offense beats great defense every time, and you have 2 of the toughest shot takers, toughest shot makers on the team of all time in Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. The single greatest shooter of all time in Steph Curry. Top 3 shooters of all time in Klay Thompson. Top 15 all-time player in Kevin Durant. One of the arguably 5 greatest scorers in basketball history. Like, you could be as good as you want. Good offense is going to be better.
Like, the Bulls are going to play good defense, but they're going to run out of gas.
It would be interesting to watch the 96 Bulls play defense in the modern-ish era to see how it is, because they get to play a zone and they get to really help and play in between passing lanes.
Pippen so, like, really might be a menace. Pippen might really be a menace.
Absolutely. So it's like, I think the Warriors win. I don't think it's 5, but if we're gonna play the time period card, I think the Bulls can find a way to be the 04 Pistons in that era, where they're just really good team defense. The problem is the Warriors shoot a billion threes. Mm-hmm. The way Anthony was talking shit about the Celtics, where he's like, such shameless shooting of the 3-pointers. I've never seen anything like this. I'm like, we watched the Warriors shoot more threes than them. Such shameless. They'd be getting open shots because they're not guarding the perimeter like that because they haven't had to. Mm-hmm. The best 3-point shooters in the NBA in the 90s weren't shooting at the clip like this. Where Steph will take 25 shots and 15 of them will be threes.
Mm-hmm. So they would run them out of gas.
So it'd be interesting to see. I still think the Warriors win because that's the single greatest team ever assembled.
5. Once you reminded me Kevin Durant was on that team, 5.
I can't believe I had to remind you that Kevin Durant was on that team.
5.
I was going to say, we're talking about Harrison Barnes and the 2016 Warriors.
Because then if Harrison Barnes is it, then I'm like, all right, Bulls might have, they might be able, they got to figure out a way to slow Steph and Klay down, but they might have a chance. Oh, KD is on that team, not bum-ass Harrison Barnes? 5. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's can't do it. Can't do it.
Because
it'll be the single greatest team Mike has ever seen.
Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes being a bum is the reason Draymond was crying in the car. Calling Kevin Durant, you gotta come help us, bro. This dude stinks. LeBron's killing him.
Help me. Help.
Help me. We can all gang up together and get him.
The clip of that dude getting jumped on Twitter that Anthony posted, that was the 2016 Warriors to Harrison Barnes before they got KD.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit.
But nevertheless, we gave Obi his love tonight. Can we give, we touched on it. How about my man Caruso?
We love Caruso, but this I also don't think the 0-1 Lakers are. I think the 0-1 Lakers have a better chance than the Bulls do because of Shaq.
Because Dylan, he's going to foul all of them out. They're not. I know
Steph is going to have to guard Shaq at one point.
They're going to run. But Shaq is going to punish them, and they're going to have G Leaguers out there trying to guard Shaq, and then it's really going to get bad.
That's the whole problem. Where
that's the X factor.
If that Bulls team had a center, like a real center,
then it's checkmate. Checkmate.
But they don't.
To play devil's advocate, Kevin Durant is fucking cooking Rick Fox.
Cooking Rick Fox.
He's cooking Rick Fox. So,
and honestly, the Laker team, I don't think has the perimeter defense to hang with Steph and Klay either. Like,
I don't think Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher is going to chase Steph around, but yeah.
The key is Shaq would have to average 45. He would average 45.
Could average 45 and 20. Like, he could average 45 and 15 in that series. That's the crazy.
You would have to triple team him and hope whoever's there can consistently make open shots. That's the only way.
That's the Rick Fox got to knock down some jump shots.
Rick Fox got to average 20.
Rick Fox got to knock some shots down. Robert Horry, stretch 4, would actually That'd be interesting. They would probably put KD on Robert Horry.
Robert Horry would be in hell.
No, I'm saying on the flip, I think KD would guard Robert Horry.
Yeah, and KD would be like, "Food. This is food. This is food."
I don't think Robert Horry's even 01 Robert Horry. I mean, he's better than Rick Fox, but I don't. KD's cooking.
Hell. Hell.
But Jordan's not going to guard Steph. That's what I'm saying. Jordan's not guarding him. Jordan's not guarding him.
Hell. And that's the problem with this series. I think out of all like the 2000s teams, this one's the most interesting because I think it could go either fucking way because of it.
It's interesting. But Shaq is getting like 40.
45 and 20.
Because who was there? Said it was that Bogut?
Well, in the death lineup, it's Draymond.
So here's the thing: they can't run the death lineup. They can't run it
unless Draymond can hit the open three. Which that Draymond, he didn't take a lot, but he made them.
But Draymond cannot guard Shaq. That Shaq, he'll foul out, and then what are they doing?
Because their bigs, I believe, were Andrew Bogut and Festus Ezeli.
That's what I said. I think it was Bogut. Barbecue chicken.
Was JaVale McGee on one of those teams? Or is that a Laker? And I'm getting yellow mixed up.
Well, no, he was on the Warriors. I don't know if he was on the championship.
2017 Warriors.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm pulling it up.
Damian Jones, JaVale McGee, Zaza a cheap shot, Anderson Varejao, David West.
Anderson
and Kevon Looney. Young, I think rookie Kevon Looney. No,
Anderson
second year Kevon Looney.
Anderson Varejao. Lord have mercy. Shaq is averaging 40.
I don't really think that matters, to be honest. Kobe's going to get his. Like, it doesn't make a difference.
It does make a difference if Shaq is averaging 40.
You still got to make up another 70 with the way the Warriors play basketball. These games aren't ending 84-93.
But if you see the score tonight, Thunder, if that Lakers team can keep it right there, they win. They win. That score, Lakers win.
Well, we'll have to see. That's
Lakers,
the thing.
Lakers win.
I think defensively, the Warriors would give Kobe more problems than the Lakers would give Steph.
I like Clay. I don't know.
It's Clay. It's Iguodala.
Iggy will probably be the matchup.
Kobe would have more issues because of the bodies and good defenders they could throw at him than Steph would have because Steph's just cooking whoever's in front of him. Because we can't act like we didn't see like the good version of Kobe play against Steph Curry and sit there and be like, what the fuck? Because we watched that.
I don't know if 01 Kobe has the
01 Kobe also wasn't like the defender that like 06 Kobe was.
Yeah. I was about to say, but 01 Kobe was uber athletic. That's the only thing. He was uber athletic. He would be able to run with them and do everything with them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. I don't think they could, because 01 Kobe is a slasher. And I don't know if they could stay in front of him. Maybe Iguodala, but I don't know.
I think Iguodala and Clay would do a better job, again, guarding that.
I can see Kobe averaging 25 to 30.
Again, Kobe's going to get his. That's the thing. You have to stop the Warriors guys from getting theirs. And they have more guys who get more than
Kevin
that
Durant
Lakers team did.
It's the same thing with
Kevin Durant is the fucking problem here.
He's the nuke. He's the nuke.
He's the reason that team was fucking unguardable.
Because
that team was horrifying.
It's just too much. It's too much.
Like, that team was already really good without Kevin Durant, and then you got Kevin Durant, and it was just like, fuck. fuck.
Too much.
It's not even that Kevin Durant was just like just doing so much. He was just there. He was really just there, and he gave you a cool 25 on like fucking 50-something% shooting.
Nasty.
The most efficient buckets you'll get. I don't know.
Good talk, though.
3 is more than 2.
It always has been.
Always will be.
So, hey, I saw a lot of talk about tonight's winner. Well, I mean, Dylan, me and you both have the Thunder winning this series.
Correct.
Nothing has changed.
Never will. Unless something drastically changes.
I said on Wednesday after the Pacers won, I told Anthony, we'll be here Friday night after the Thunder win a close game, and it'll be 2-2. And the Thunder, I've seen this Thunder team stand up to all of this. I've seen it. Now they're going to go back to OKC. They're probably going to play a really, we'll get to that. OKC's bench will probably play way better. And we'll,
we love when the chat clocks the T here.
Because one thing about this show, we keep receipts. Luckily for Blackheart, I did not have time to clip that again. But oh boy. But it's fine because I know what
guarantee.
I know what he's gonna say. He said it was gonna be Thunder and Pacers in 6. He said it. So that's still alive. I know, even though he's gone radio silence, James also picked the Pacers to win tonight, which is also why he came in here hot, because he's mad.
I am not silent because I'm in here, but you were on pins and needles until that last fourth quarter.
Thunder win.
That's all right.
Gotta
say what you expect for next game.
And he's home. He's home. I'm sorry, James, but look who just pulled up to the party. Look who just fresh off the slopes, pulling up to the party.
Yeah, had to leave early. A little too much fuckery going on, so I'll let you know. I got work in the morning.
Anthony was like,
not stay up.
You see SpongeBob behind me? That was it. I'm gonna head out. As soon as the YN started acting up, Anthony was like, yeah, I'm gonna head out. It's called growth, Anthony. It's called growth.
It's called not being a zombie in the morning.
It's called growth. It's called growth. No need to be out here for useless nonsense. But since you're here and you still have the exclamation points on your favorite player,
yeah.
Did you watch the game?
No, I did watch the whole game. I watched the whole game.
What were your thoughts on the game tonight?
Well, Miles Turner stinks. He just listen. If I put in the chat, that means I'm really just like not happy like with that person's performance. Like he's the reason why. He's one of the big reasons why they lost the game. Someone said that he wasn't early on. I totally disagree with that. You can't have him just bricking everything under the sun. Especially some of those shots were like wide open. Well, actually, most of his threes were wide open. He just missed them badly, like not even hitting the rim. They were just bad misses. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And then I forget who gave him the ball. late in the fourth for that pivotal 3-point shot. I think it was Halliburton. Threw him the ball wide open, bricked the fuck out of that three. And then that was just the beginning of the end. I was like, dude, why does this guy keep shooting? Take your big ass to the rim. And then on top of that, it's like he hasn't really been rebounding that great either. Like, so no, he needs to play better. Matthews stinks too. He didn't have a good game. I don't fucking know how you brick that many free throws in clutch time. I didn't know that was humanly possible to just be that just non-efficient at free throw making when it matters. As far as Halliburton, he had a solid game. Not great. He didn't play bad, but it wasn't great either. Again, it goes back to the whole is Halliburton a superstar thing. This is the part that bothers me. It's like you can't look at his resume this series and say Brunson doesn't do better than this. Like when I hear these Halliburton's better than Brunson comparisons that people actually try to make, I'm like, Brunson doesn't have a series like this at all. Like we've really had one really good Halliburton game. And like you guys said before, we didn't have the Halliburton game. It was just a really good game. So we're now 4 games in, and he hasn't really had a game so far because game 3 was the Mathurin game.
He had a shot, and then he had a good game. But like you said, I thought it was the Mathurin and TJ McConnell game.
It's also not really like I know they play the same position, but they play completely different games. Like Brunson, again, has to score 30 a game for the Knicks to be in a position to win or be in a close game outside of the one game in the Pacers series. That has to be it. Halliburton is not asked to score 30 a game to do this. Halliburton on the season averaged,
but often he's not even hitting 20 a good amount of times.
He doesn't need to. That's just the type of game that he plays. They've been able to get to this point with a lot of the times he doesn't hit 20 because he's involved in the other parts of the game where everybody else is scoring. So like his team, the way the team plays allows him the luxury of not having to score 20. And that's why it's hard for people to be like, oh, is he a superstar? He doesn't score 20. He is a point guard in the truest sense where he is a facilitator first.
The problem I have with that, though, Dylan, is they are literally undefeated when he scores 21 or more points. They're undefeated.
Exactly.
So, like, it just shows, like, they don't need him to score 30. They need him to score 21. They need him to do that.
Can't do that.
They need
Fun
that.
fact, Mike, if he scored 21 tonight, they still lose. It would have been the first loss of them scoring 21.
But he didn't score 21, and they lost.
Because 3 points. So that stat would have been null and void with how this game fucking was. Like, he could have scored 21 on that last shot he took with a second left, and they still would have lost.
And he promptly bricked it.
He didn't just brick it. He missed the rim completely. But so it's like they've been able to afford in the games they win. Like, he doesn't necessarily need to do it, but when he does do it, it's usually in like a fantastic fashion. And I think it's more like incredible when he does it because he doesn't do it as much, where we kind of became desensitized to Jalen Brunson scoring 40 every game, where it became an expectation. The expectation is Brunson is going to score 40 and we're completely okay with it.
I'm with you on that, Christy. Here's my thing. So there's something else I really have to say in regards to this game.
Fair point.
I know you're not going to like this, Dylan, but we do have to hold the refs accountable. There were some bad calls against the Pacers.
We addressed Scott.
There were some bad calls against the Pacers.
Good old
there was some really. SGA was getting that whistle today. I resaw some of those.
Let's hold on.
Come on, Dylan. He was getting.
It was in the fourth quarter. He didn't really get shit until the fourth quarter.
Right. He
nothing until the fourth quarter.
How do you, I don't know if that's completely true. How do you push off somebody and trip them on the same play and still get the foul called on you? How does that make any sense?
Giannis knocked out Tony Craig's tooth, and Torrey Craig got called for the foul. So that's where it's like sometimes logic doesn't exist.
And Anthony, I absolutely hate that push off chicken wing. I think it's an offensive foul every time.
Yeah.
And they don't call it. Like they don't call it. They don't call it when SGA does it. I've realized more so in this series than the last series because he did it a lot against Minnesota too. SGA does it a lot. Brunson does it a lot.
No, Mike. No, he doesn't.
That chicken wing push off does it a lot. Brunson does it a lot. But to what we said, they just don't call it. They just don't call it. They only call an offensive foul when it's egregious.
Yeah.
So
we held Scott Foster accountable before this game because
I'm
not a big fan of blaming refs for anything, but if Scott Foster's involved, I'm blaming Scott Foster. It's just so blatant anytime Scott Foster is brought in for one reason only, and that is to push whatever narrative the NBA wants to push.
No, that and to cost Chris Paul playoff games.
Hell, yeah, they have eternal beef.
We will not let.
I'm pretty sure Chris Paul will, when Scott Foster is long gone, he will go and visit Scott Foster's grave and just say "fuck you" and walk away. Eternal beef.
Because Scott Foster.
There's some questionable coaching decisions too, like not having Obi Toppin in late in the game. That made no sense to me at all. Like you can't. You're out here. You're dragging out Miles Turner's stink ass, and he's just not doing anything. Doing absolutely nothing but fucking up that team and that culture in that building. And you could have Obi Toppin out there who was playing a good game. Neesmith needs to stop being a fucking dumbass. Yeah. Neesmith needs to play better defense. He needs to be more fucking disciplined. He's just picking up too many stupid ass fouls. Like, yes, I'm going to say it. Well, because here's the thing. Both things are true at the same time. SGA got some whistles, but at the same time, there were a lot of fouls against SGA that when I see it, I agree with that. Because Neesmith was just not playing smart.
Much.
Like, especially that one play, it wasn't SGA, but it was Holmgren when he went to the hoop and he didn't have to reach in. He literally did not have to reach in. And he reached in like an idiot. And it's like, dog, you don't have to do that. Every time he fouled people, like, you didn't have to do that. Like, come on, dog. You got to tighten it up.
Obi Toppin absolutely should have been in the game in the fourth quarter. No doubt about it.
Because I don't know what Indiana did. Like, it's going to be tough for the Pacers now. You know, because like I said, this was a must-win for Indiana. They had to win this game. It's going to be tough for them to have to go back to that gym and win again. It's going to be tough.
It's tough, but not impossible. They did it once already. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Do I think it's going to happen? No. But anything can. When do they call Scott Foster back?
Game 7.
For Game 6.
I would say, do you think they bring in Scott Foster to force a Game 7? They call him the closer for a reason. Got to bring in the closer. He's Mariano Rivera.
He's not even leaving Indiana. He's just going to stay there, soak in the city for a few days, be nice and well rested for Game 6, which will be in another 8 days or something
Monday.
Like that. Okay. Game 6 is Thursday.
My bad. I was thinking Game 5. My bad.
I can't believe there's 4 days in between Game 3.
I want that to sink in that it is Friday night. It's Saturday now.
It's Sunday morning. Oh, it's Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning. Yeah. Oh my
Game
God.
6.
No, Game 5.
Game 6 won't be for another 5 days. 6 days, really, but 5.
Yeah, because Game 5 is Monday. Game 6 is Thursday.
That's insane.
That's wild.
It's insane. So,
let's say there's a world where let's say the Thunder lose Game 5.
The series is over. I'll tell you that right now. The series is over.
No, because Scott Foster will be in that building.
If the Pacers win Game 5, I would expect them to win. James's favorite word. I would expect them to win Game 6. Could I see the Thunder winning a Game 6? Yeah, because I think the Thunder are a better team. But I would pick the Pacers to win because they're a front running team, and that's a lot to overcome with a team like that loves to win.
They'll be playing for their fucking lives in Game 6.
Yeah. So Thunder got to take care of business. Absolutely got to take care of business. Anything is possible. Okay. Well, great talk. Great talk. Do you have any other teams for us, Anthony? That the Warriors would beat?
Well,
you want to know something crazy while Anthony thinks? They did during March Madness, they did NBA champions bracket that Kendrick Perkins did, and he had the 04 Pistons beating the 2017 Warriors. And I was like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's absolutely.
I was like, is this all to just say that the 96 Bulls are gonna win? You did that just so you can just say the 96 Bulls are gonna win?
That's nuts. Like, if there's a world where the Pistons can hold that Warriors team to like 85 points, then I'd say they'd have a chance. But I don't know if that world can it even exist. I think that's just pure fantasy.
If they hold it to 85, I don't know if they can score 85.
So, like, what he said here. What the fuck are we doing here?
They were winning games like 76-71 and shit. Like,
bro, that Pacer team in 04 beat the Nets. I shit you not, like 82 to like 68.
Live on Dylan's blog.
What's happening?
I feel the same exact same way. I feel the same. Like, I just can't explain it, but
I won't think they're the better team because I think the Thunder are the better constructed team, but like if they win, they're the better team.
They're the better team.
Like there's nothing.
You can't say no one
who's a better team more than a 7-game series. It's not like in the NFL where you could have a fluke Sunday. You could literally have a fluke Sunday where the fucking 2010 Lions win to not go 0-16 against a team they have no business beating.
Yeah, a fluke Sunday where you can go to a game and your kicker can miss a kick in overtime to make your team fucking lose to a subpar franchise.
And then when the next time you go to a game to see those twos play, you travel down to your home team, and then they fucking lose again anyway. Poverty franchise. Earn that number 1 pick, bitch.
Back to the NBA for a second. Is there any team that you guys think could beat that 2017 Warriors team?
Yeah.
The best team that stands a chance to me is ironically two teams that they faced is the 2016 Cavs and the 2018 Raptors.
I think that Cavs team could be. I think that Cavs team can beat them. Believe it or not, I actually think that 08 Celtics team could beat them too.
I don't think so.
Because they can shoot with them.
There's only two people who can shoot. It's the clip. Ray Allen.
I don't know about that.
Shoot at that clip.
But I think that Celtics team defensively can slow them down enough that they can make it even with the clip. That it's just not overwhelming. Boston, that team shoots enough, and they can slow that Golden State team down enough that they can do what the Thunder did and drag it into a low hundreds game. I think that Celtics team can keep them in the low hundreds. You don't think they can keep them in the low hundreds?
I just don't think they have an answer for Steph. I think KG on Kevin Durant is the best possible outcome out of all the teams that we have about somebody guarding Kevin Durant. Right? Now, with that being said, they don't have anybody on the perimeter who's guarding Steph. That Rondo wasn't defensively that good yet. Like 08 Rondo is only 2 years in the NBA.
I also don't think they have anyone that can guard KG. So
KG's also not going to give you 40. He's going to give you 23.
I was thinking 2012 Miami.
No, because James Harden was fucking horrendous.
Could that Heat team?
But are we going? If we're going with teams that won, that Thunder team's out.
What about that Heat team?
Is interesting.
That Heat team is interesting because LeBron's out of his mind right there.
That was also Wade, like
he wasn't, but he was still. He was
fit. It wasn't quite before the slip yet. He was still Wade.
Wade might still be better than that Klay Thompson.
That Dwayne Wade averaged like 16 points in the NBA Finals.
That's because LeBron was just
no. That Wade was not good in the NBA Finals.
Well, that Wade also had a knee injury in that Finals.
Yeah, he had a knee injury.
Then he went down after.
I'm saying, disregarding the knee injury.
A different Wade. Yeah, I would say if you look at him in the conference finals and the semis, that's a different Dwayne Wade.
The problem there is
that's a different Wade.
Are we running Bosch at the 5?
They would have to.
Mike Miller getting cooked.
Ray
Allen getting cooked.
Shane Battier. They have to figure it out with Kevin Durant, unless LeBron guards him, which 2012 Defensive Player of the Year LeBron James absolutely could guard Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he could. Chalmers would probably be chasing around Steph.
Chalmers sucks.
I didn't say that with much confidence. I just said he'd be chasing around Steph.
Chalmers.
Don't talk about Rio like that.
Rio stinks. Rio's still mad at how they treated him.
That Heat team had defensive players.
Yeah, they had the. I think injuries aside, we're talking just everyone's healthy. I think that Heat team can beat that. I think that Heat team has a chance.
That Heat team does have a chance.
That Heat team has a chance. I'll give you that.
I would love to say that Spurs team, but that Spurs team was too old. It's too old.
The style of basketball.
If you said, what about 04 Spurs?
I was going to say, I don't think there's a Spurs team that I can confidently say does it because of the style of basketball they play.
But the 07 team that's the one.
Yeah, and
all of them are in
don't stand a chance.
All of them is in their prime. The problem is they don't have Kawhi. They don't have anybody to guard Kevin Durant.
Damn, Bruce Bowen.
He's not guard. I mean, yeah,
he kicking somebody in the throat.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, he drove Kobe crazy, and Kobe wanted to punch him in the throat, and he would probably piss Kevin Durant off too. But at the end of the day,
Tony Parker is playing defense.
But
Tony Parker gonna do 20 something.
Yeah, he gonna make Steph play defense, and
they're gonna go back and forth. And Steph gonna have 30, and Tony Parker gonna have 25. With Ginobili gonna have 20 something.
Ginobili's the X factor. He gotta outplay Clay.
and it's Tim Duncan going to be cooking.
Is he? Yes.
Yes. No, it's not even is he going to be. It's he's going to be.
And Timmy can give me 35, 40.
Tim Duncan might get us a quadruple double. But that Thunder team that Warriors team didn't really drive. So
and let's they have 07 Pop.
They also I don't think score enough. I still don't think they score enough. As much as I'd love to be like, yeah, the Eddie Spurs team. No. The style of basketball, it's too slow. They played too slow basketball to compete with that team shooting 43s early into the shot clock.
That's always going to be that problem. It's just can they score?
That bubble Lakers team might give them trouble because their size on that Laker team, and they did score enough points.
They did.
That Laker team might give them trouble because you still got LeBron. They have.
I was about to say, it looks like every team that we're putting against this Warrior team has LeBron James.
LeBron James.
We put 3 different LeBron James teams on this fucking team,
and legit made an argument for all of them. Yeah, man, they got LeBron. I mean,
the only LeBron era you can't do is the first era Cavs.
Yeah,
you can't do any of those things.
They're running that Cavs team off the floor. They're running that Cavs team to dust.
Good thing it's not just teams that made the finals and teams that won, because that Cavs team, it's still amazing that LeBron carried that Cavs team to the fucking NBA finals. Still fucking crazy.
The only thing that's probably worse would probably be the 0-1 Sixers.
Oh my God, they are.
I still think that Cavs team is worse than that Sixer team.
No, Dylan.
I still think they're worse than that Sixer team. I truly think they're worse than that Sixer team.
Because Ilgauskas wasn't a scrub. He was a solid player.
He was a scrub. Let's be real here. Ilgauskas was a scrub. I think that Sixer team had more high scorers than the Cavs did.
High scorers? What?
I think Eric Snow was a higher point per game scorer for that Sixer team than Larry Hughes was for the Cavs.
Larry Hughes, boy.
I truly believe that team. They also had still really good Dikembe Mutombo as a defender on that team too, where they had fucking Big Bird Ilgauskas just hobbling up and down the fucking.
You gonna stop disrespecting Big Z? All right, you gonna.
Yeah, at that point, Big Z was not very good anymore. Remember, Big Z was good from 99 to fucking.
I'm talking about the 04. I'm talking about I think it was the 09 Cavs and then went 66 and 16. I'm talking about that team, right?
Well, that team didn't even make the NBA Finals. They lost to the Magic.
If you go back and look, that Cavs team also is not very good.
It's not.
I don't know how LeBron
it was better than that 06 team.
I don't know how they won 66.
I don't know how LeBron got that team in 66 wins.
Well, Mo Williams is good. He wasn't great, but Mo Williams was good.
Until he wasn't.
Yeah.
But it's you look at this Thunder team that won 68.
Here's Antoine Jameson on the brink of death. Here you go. Yeah, LeBron, this will keep you here in Cleveland. Antoine Jameson.
And Shaq was on that team, right?
Doritos. Not that team. He was the
okay.
God, 09 Shaq. What team was Shaq on in 09? Was that his Celtics? That was his last year in the NBA. That was his Celtics run.
I forgot.
That was peak trash Shaq.
That was trash. Trash. That Shaq was.
I don't care what you said. That 09 Cavs team is getting one win before the fucking 01 Sixers. I'm sorry, Dylan. They have a good chance of getting one out of that Warriors.
Finals, so we can't use them.
I think he's talking about you talking about the 07 Cavs team, the one that played the Spurs.
No, I'm not talking about the 07. The 09 Cavs team is better than the 01 Sixers team.
one team made the finals, one team didn't.
Yeah, but that's 2 different years. 2 different.
I know, but we went from comparing teams that have won titles to teams that were in the finals.
Okay.
That 09 Cavs team would probably beat them in a series because LeBron James. So
yeah, they had no answer for LeBron. Where you could put LeBron on Allen Iverson, and that series is over. If those 2 teams, it'll just be exactly what the 2012 Heat did to Derrick Rose. Just with Allen Iverson. LeBron would put Allen Iverson in hell.
LeBron had Derrick Rose in hell. Yeah, he had T Rose in hell. Oh, man. I don't understand why we just don't give LeBron credit for nothing. Clamped D Rose up.
But that's crazy. It's still crazy that Marc Gasol won Defensive Player that year when he wasn't even first team all defense.
Like
you can't win Defensive Player of the Year, not be first all team defense. You can't do that.
It's crazy.
That's wild to me.
And Jordan fans will forever hold that over LeBron. Like LeBron shouldn't have also had an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year.
Well, he had one to Giannis. Crazy. Wow. And then Rudy has like 4 of them.
You know how I feel about it.
I will say LeBron should have at least one more MVP. At least one more. Him losing to Steve Nash is a little wild.
What?
Bron didn't lose to Steve Nash. Shaq lost twice to Steve Nash.
Steve Nash took one of Shaq's MVPs and one of Kobe's MVPs.
You could also argue that LeBron should also have that 2018 MVP.
LeBron should have 3 more MVPs in his.
All right, are we going to go back into this?
By you posting that James Harden graphic, you also revealed how much better of a season LeBron James had. Which was wild.
LeBron should have won an MVP.
LeBron should have at least 2 more MVPs and then a Defensive Player of the Year.
The 2018 one he should have. I think it's 20.
I mean, 2018 LeBron was the shit. So I'm not even gonna bullshit.
I think one of Steph's MVPs should be LeBron's too.
Well, definitely not the unanimous one. Definitely not the unanimous one because nobody got a vote. Just him.
All right, here we go.
Absolutely should have a defense. That Marc Gasol Defensive Player of the Year, like as good of a defender as Marc Gasol was.
The Derrick Rose one, low key probably should be LeBron's too.
That's where it's like we don't what MVP is. I don't truly know because they gave it to Derrick Rose for being the best player on the best team when he averaged like 21 a game.
So the Kevin Durant one, no, I will give that to Kevin.
That was absolutely Kevin Durant deserved.
Yeah,
that.
See, like there's 2 Steph Curry ones, 2014, 2015.
I believe 2015 was unanimous MVP.
And 2015 was the unanimous one, but the 2014, 2015 one probably should be LeBron. And then the James Harden one. And then I don't know. I don't remember the Giannis back-to-back ones. One of those I think Giannis should have won, but I don't remember the other one.
Oh no, I'm thinking about Jokic's first MVP because Jokic won his first MVP because literally everybody else exploded.
Yes, because he would not have won that.
He was not going to win it.
LeBron could have won it that year.
Well, he exploded.
No, he exploded. No, you're right.
He exploded. Durant was probably going to win that one, and then he exploded.
And then somebody else exploded this season.
Chris Paul exploded when he was having a good season. Joel Embiid also exploded. And then James Harden was having a run where he was being considered the MVP, and then he exploded. There was like 6 guys who were like in the running for MVP, and then everybody died. That COVID year was a wild year for
season.
MVP.
It's a wild season. So it's literally gone Giannis, Joker, Joel Embiid, Joker, SGA.
When is another American going to win that award?
I don't know.
Because we may go a full decade without getting one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 7. 3 years. I mean,
is Ant our only hope?
Ant is our hope right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Tatum is out.
Tatum's out now.
We can't get a Tatum MVP next year.
Oh, I'm sitting here looking at MVP and stuff, and you didn't even tell me Blackheart was here. Blackheart is here.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. We was waiting for him to pop in here because
I'll tell you this, Chuck. I guarantee Celtics winning game 2 in the next couple of nights.
Gonna clip that right there. You heard that? We're gonna clip it right
Guarantee.
Go Nick.
there. Oh, the guarantees just keep on rolling. And he's still throwing shots at you, Anthony. We love it. We love it. Dylan looks like a Latin king.
I got my Carmelo Hayes braids in.
Oh, Anthony, there you go. Y'all agree.
Let me show him off.
Oh, the reveal.
The reveal.
Here we go. Do we have a drum roll? I don't think I have a drum roll. I don't. Let's just play this.
Woo! Ooh. This is clean.
That boy, Spanish now.
Yeah.
She goes, man, if they didn't know what you were before, they really don't know what you are now.
That boy, Spanish now, boy. Oh, boy. Shout out to Dylan for copying my hairstyle. Yeah, shout out to Dylan.
Oh, yeah?
It's my exact hairstyle, Dylan.
Oh, you got the man bun too?
No, I don't have that much.
Yeah. Oh, the reveal. Anthony, show us yours. Anthony showed us his braids live too.
Oh fuck!
How much is your cut, Dylan? Are we revealing?
Well, I pay for 2 because I pay for Jaden's. So
how much was it?
I give Mario $80 and I let him go. Because I also tip him. So I'm like, here's 80, leave me alone.
It's nice when you have a podcast barber. I won't disclose how much I pay for my haircut, but it's
let us know.
It's not $80, but it's
again, I pay for
it's
2 haircuts because I pay for Jaden's.
It's none of your business how much it is, Anthony. None of your business.
I wish I was only paying for 1 haircut.
A working relationship.
Again, I pay for 2 people's haircuts. Whenever I get haircuts, Jaden gets his haircut too.
You gotta pay for quality, man. Gotta pay for quality.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mario. Trying to get Anthony to just join the team. Like,
hey, that's a drive, man.
Where? It's in West Haven.
He's 10 minutes from you.
He's on Forest Road. And he doesn't want to hear it.
Okay. All right.
He doesn't want to hear it.
You said when the fuck haircut? Haircut's been expensive, man.
I love how Anthony said not too far, and it's maybe 8 minutes from him.
I promise you it's less than 10 minutes.
It's a 3-minute drive for me.
15-minute walk.
Yeah.
Once you get on the left side of the street, you good.
We right there.
But from Anthony's house, it's literally like it's 5-10 minutes. It's ridiculous.
I don't know what to tell you.
Where are you going now, Anthony?
Huh?
Where do you go now for your haircuts?
Homeboy by the beach. I go to West Haven Beach.
You probably drive the same distance.
No, that's probably a further
drive.
To get to the other side of West Haven.
And you always be complaining about your haircuts.
That's what it is. Always complaining about your haircuts when we got a barber, nasty barber. It's a pretty nasty one. Dylan like he's about to sell you some drinks out of his cooler. That's what he looks like. All right. Do you have any shenanigans you wanna throw out here, Anthony, before we get out of here? Because I know.
Only thing I really have to say is I'll just say Pacers win Game 5.
Oh yeah, we gotta make our predictions for 5. Yeah, we gotta make our predictions.
I think they're gonna pull an upset in Game 5.
Pacers. I mean, clearly you know who me and Dylan are taking.
Yes.
Surprise. Thunder. I will say that I said I thought the Thunder would win a close game tonight, and they did. I do not think Game 5 will be close.
So they're gonna run out the building.
Happened last time they played there.
If you gave me, I would take 8.5. I would take 8.5. I
think that's safe.
I don't think it's going to be.
Conveniently, they covered 8.5 tonight, Mike.
It'll be worse than tonight. It'll be worse than tonight.
10.5.
Maybe that. I think the game will be over.
I want to see the
4
line.
minutes to go.
I would like to see the line. Over.
Who are you checking? ESPN or what is it? ESPN Bet.
ESPN Bets. Let's go.
Yeah, you're more in tune with that than me.
I haven't checked in a while. Odds 9.5.
I would take that.
Would you take 10.5?
Maybe. Maybe.
I would take 9.5.
They're gonna. Oh.
Shit.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that.
She was not.
Yeah, she was bad.
That was not a good pitch at all.
She threw with more confidence than 50 Cent threw his, though. So
that's not saying much.
It's not, because 50's was terrible. 50's is still the worst one I've ever seen, even though Stephen A's is right there.
Baseball is the one sport that will make the most athletic person look unathletic.
When you throw off that pitcher's man.
You do anything in baseball, really. Anything in baseball, the best athlete in the world will look like they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Have you ever seen Giannis swing a baseball bat?
No.
It's the fucking worst thing you ever see. I coach 5-year-olds who swing a baseball bat better than Giannis does. It was horrendous. He had the wrong hands over each other. It was just bad. It was bad.
You know who does swing a baseball bat very well? The best baseball player in the world, Aaron Judge.
He does.
The best in the world, Anthony. I don't care what Ohtani does. He is not Aaron Judge.
Ohtani the hitter is not. No.
We do it. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, the many, many fans who watch this pod, we say this shit every fucking year during the MLB regular season. Aaron Judge is so great. He's so great. He's so great. Fast forward to postseason time, and these two guys above me are very quiet.
No, that's not true.
Pretty much every single year. And then Mr. Ross has to properly hold the Yankees accountable for fucking up. Mr. Ross properly has to hold Aaron Judge accountable for just disappearing during the postseason, like he does every single year. I mean, at this point, sure, you want you want to give him you want to give him his flowers. Give him his flowers. He's gonna disappear again.
The problem is, Anthony, do you think Mike Trout is a great player?
Yeah, when he's playing.
Would you say he's one of the greatest baseball players to ever live?
Too injured.
No, would you say he's one of the greatest baseball players ever lived? Because he only started getting injured recently.
He's been hurt for a minute, Dylan. It wasn't just this year.
He's also been playing professional baseball since he was like 18 years old. So
yeah, man, he's been banged up for a minute. We're talking about in history.
Right? No doubt Hall of Famer, right? All right, we can't answer that question seriously. He's a no doubt Hall of Famer. Mike Trout is an absolute first ballot Hall of Famer for his career. Do you know what his playoff batting average is?
But we're not talking about Mike Trout. We're talking about Aaron Judge.
We are actually talking about Mike Trout right now. We are actually talking about Mike Trout. Hence why I was asking the Mike Trout questions. Mike Trout doesn't even bat 100 in the playoffs. Doesn't even bat 100 in the playoffs.
I mean, how many times have the Angels been in the playoffs since he's played there?
Fun fact, Anthony. Once. He's only been in the playoffs one time.
Not a very good sample size.
Promptly got packed up.
Promptly packed up. And the thing with baseball is stats in baseball are very much so the end-all be-all because they reflect exactly what's happening. Every stat reflects exactly what's happening in that time frame. That's why wins above replacement is such like an important stat in baseball because you could actually calculate how valuable a particular player is versus the average baseball player. Where Mike Trout, who's a no doubt Hall of Famer, best player of our generation up until this point, wasn't good enough to ever get the Angels to the playoffs. At all, despite how great of a baseball player he was.
They even expanded the playoffs for him. Still couldn't.
For him, and they never could get in.
Like, I don't care what nobody say. They did that for Mike Trout because they desperately needed, at the time, his star power in the playoffs. And they kept finishing in second place. So they was like, well, let's make it so that the second place team can get in. Nope, I'll just finish in third now. Actually, I'll just finish in last every year now.
And again, eventually you keep giving a great player opportunities to be great. They're going to prove to you how great they are. A-Rod, one of the single greatest baseball player I've ever seen with my own two eyes. And should be a no doubt Hall of Famer, but fucking they let David Ortiz in for being on steroids, but A-Rod's not going to get in. Eventually you have 1 year where you just remind everybody how great you are in those moments. Eventually it'll happen. It took A-Rod a long time. He was a Yankee for what, 7 years before he had his moment? So
no, before he had his moment, it was like 3 or 4 years. Because
in the entirety of his Yankee playoffs, I remember him just being not good until 2009.
Just trash.
And he became a Yankee, what, 2003?
2004.
Okay,
2005. 2004, because we got swept with him on the team. 2004. Because that's when it all started. He came on the team, promptly gave up a 3-0 lead. 2004.
Yeah, you give a guy enough at bats, he'll prove to you why he's great.
So 2004, it took him 5 years?
And Barry Bonds who is the greatest baseball player of all time, doesn't have a World Series.
I let you live with that. A-Rod's the best player you've ever seen with your eyes. Barry Bonds is the best player I've ever seen with my eyes. That is
followed by Albert Pujols, who is also like one of the greatest baseball players I've ever seen.
He is. But you also know my affinity for Miguel Cabrera.
And Miguel Cabrera couldn't fucking hold Albert Pujols' jock.
We're gonna get out of here because this is
unbelievable defender. Unbelievable defender.
Turn left quick.
Unbelievable defender at first base.
Talk about
only motherfucker winning MVPs while Barry Bonds is hitting 70 home runs. I don't want to hear shit.
The media also hates Barry Bonds because Bonds legit should probably have like 10 MVPs.
Or Albert Pujols was just that guy.
Really good. Really good.
I'll beat the fuck out of you, Mike.
Really good. Really good. Really good.
Before we go, did you know we've seen like the 10 greatest Dominican baseball players of all time in our lifetime play?
You could probably name them better than I could.
Pedro Martinez, Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, Albert Pujols, Adrian Beltre, Vladimir Guerrero. What the fuck is his name? Nelson Cruz. And there's two others that I can't remember. But they're all Robinson Cano, and there was one more. And I'm just like, I really can't believe the best Dominican baseball players of all time we all watched in our lifetime.
And you might have another one in Seattle.
I might.
You might have another one in Seattle.
You might.
That kid's great. He's not good. He's great, but he's in danger of being Mike Trout. He's got to get out of that city.
I may also have one in San Diego. Actually, I think I do have one in San Diego and Manny Machado. I might have a second one in San Diego and Tatis. Oh man.
It's a great run. I can't wait for the WBC because Dylan, you're not allowed to flip-flop.
I'm well represented in the WBC.
You're not. You're gonna pick a team. You're gonna pick a country.
Now I'm picking two,
and that's.
I'll limit you to two.
You can have Puerto Rico and DR.
No, I'll have Puerto Rico and the United States.
So you're not gonna root for.
I'm not taking DR.
All right. All right. Because we both know who the favorites in that tournament is.
Yeah, until they go around and fuck it up.
The monster will be the favorites.
Can I claim Japan? Japan.
Anthony probably will.
That would be the wildest turn of events if Anthony starts claiming Japan.
Shohei Yamamoto. Let's go.
That might be the next time we watch Shohei pitch.
It probably
and it'll be as a closer, which is an unbelievable role for him. But yeah, if they say, hey, let's not make you a fucking starter. Let's just have you close out games. Your career will last a lot longer as a pitcher that way. That's what he did when he struck out Captain America, Mike Trout.
Again, a postseason moment. Mike Trout. Oh, all right. Let's.
Baseball's cool.
That is a funny line right there. That I will.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that.
Also, Anthony,
I'll
see you tomorrow in the chat when the Liberty dog walk the field.
I know you couldn't wait to say it.
Isn't that Clark's first game back?
Yes.
That's a tough game.
Yes, it is Clark.
That's a tough game to come back into. She should have waited.
It's not.
She should have waited.
It's not a tough game to come back for?
They're only undefeated.
Not for her.
Last time they played, she got put in a fucking straitjacket.
By Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud.
I'm sorry. I didn't know we were talking about the past. I believe we're talking about tomorrow. Are we not?
She's probably in a worse spot now than she was the last time they played because she's
but
coming
they're
off
win
an
tomorrow.
injury. Oh,
I can't wait till Sabrina drops 25 on your head.
I'm not going that far, but when you lose, it's gonna be a tough one for you. You're not gonna be able to live.
You're not gonna want to be
a little bit.
Might want to mute the chat.
No, he's gonna have excuses. Oh well, she was injured, guys. She's your first game back.
Oh my God! Here we go.
That's you. Guys, she probably shouldn't have come back from this game. Dylan, you were right. This is a hard game to come back, but she should have came back from the next game.
Got to get in the lab and get a cardio up.
Yeah, we got to. She got to work herself back into shape for this couple weeks.
Whatever y'all say. Fever winning that game.
Gatorade.
Four
each.
What?
Do Gatorade bet with that.
What's wrong with these people? Think I'm balling on some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, price of Gatorade didn't go up with some shit. The hell's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, fuck.
Tell them to stop trying to steal the sun.
Mike, I have an I'm him.
Oh, nice. Before you do that, let's
oh my God, we're raffling tickets off at my job for the Sun and the Wings.
Why are they raffle? Those tickets probably free. It's probably free. Giving those tickets away.
Handing them away. That's why your job's got them. We've got it, Dylan. Go ahead.
Before I say my I'm him, it comes from a place of pure hatred.
Oh boy.
Because for a year, I have not been able to escape this stupid narrative that in this dumbass gif of Logan Paul in our chat banging his boxing gloves together. Anthony sincerely goes, "Oh, undefeated with Logan Paul. Ain't nobody beat me when I'm Logan Paul." Last night, that motherfucker tapped out to the ankle lock. Kurt fucking Angle, I'm him. Perk Angle made Logan Paul tap out with no damage to his legs. No damage to his legs. Anthony said, "Shit, I'm out." So that dumbass narrative gets to die. I bought that game just to play you one time.
I believe you on that.
Because
shit.
Mike ain't never playing.
Yeah, I know he's not playing.
I mean, I can play tomorrow. We can play tomorrow.
I won't be here.
I know you won't.
Oh my God.
I'll be in New Hampshire until Monday. Going to a wedding. Sorry.
I'm going to win that GM mode. I can't wait.
Oh, you're going to get fucking waxed in that.
Waxed.
You don't know how to book women, Mike. You don't know how to book women, Mike.
You don't know how to book Extreme Rules matches.
I do, with women.
You don't know how to create superstars.
I do. I very much so do. You're going to get cooked. Anthony, you in on this GM mode?
No, I don't do GM stuff.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fucking fun.
I want to do that city shit.
I'll sit there for 6 hours playing that game.
What is GM mode? I don't play those.
You build your show. You compete against other shows. You have to generate more revenue, more popularity, while also dealing with the shenanigans that the other GMs throw at you to steal your people from your roster. Say you can't buy shit. You have to upgrade your venues and pay your talent and sign free agents and all that stuff. It's
so you basically like Triple H.
Yes, you're booked. And you book 5-star matches. You have to book a consistent card, and it's build feuds, close feuds out, managing.
And you can pick the type of matches and whatnot.
Yep.
Man, so I could be like Teddy Long, just like having a bunch of tag.
Teddy Long is in the game.
That was dope.
You could pick.
Oh wow!
You can be Teddy Long, Anthony. That's fine.
Yeah, I might have to.
And you're gonna face the Undertaker.
like half the wrestlers I can't even like play with. So I might have to look into that season pass. Like,
I get every year,
and it never hasn't let me down yet.
Super Cena is 100. His reverse icon must like last for like
so
20.
Fucking funny. We're going through looking at the characters. I was like, holy shit, they have a Super Cena character and he's 100 overall. I was like, oh, okay.
So join us. When is it? Monday night after Thunder Pacers game 5. We will be here. It'll probably be midnight because these games just infinitely late all the time.
An 8:30 game ending at almost midnight every night is wild.
So it'll probably be another After Dark episode, but we love those. We're here. We'll be making announcements soon regarding the show, and that is called a cliffhanger. But for Anthony, Dylan, James, your host Big Mike, we will see you when we see you. Peace.